Hey everybody, it's Matt and Tucker here once again with a new video for you and a new member of the team. Please do your best to welcome this man, but do not invite him over to your house because he will shit in your closet.
Yes, my name is Charlie. I will shit in your closet, and I'm here to talk about Valve.
Yep, and as he said, this week's topic, well, actually I shouldn't say this week because we're going to come out with videos on an irregular basis, but this topic today is about Valve and Valve's games.
Yes, Valve, a company that is near and dear to many PC gamers' hearts, mostly because they actually give a damn about PC gamers.
Yes, they do give a damn about PC gamers. They love doing stuff for their community, and they love delaying Half-Life 3.
Oh, how do they ever love delaying Half-Life 3. It's been, what, 6 years now?
Yep, that's going to be a big topic of this video, Half-Life 3, because, I mean, a couple weeks ago there was a report, I believe, where somebody leaked that Half-Life 3 and like Left 4 Dead 3 and games like that would be on the horizon or something like that. So it was found in the code, but I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. But
yeah, I don't know if they've confirmed it or not. I mean,
I doubt it because of how tight-lipped they've been so far.
Yeah. They wouldn't just let one slip happen at all. I mean, it's been 6 years. There's been no information. It's been a total media blackout. I doubt that they've been...
Well, leaks do happen. I mean, look at Meet the Spy. That was leaked unofficially.
True, but that's not as important as Half-Life 3.
I mean, Team Fortress 2, we'll touch on in a little bit, is a great game, don't get me wrong, but Half-Life 3 is on a whole other level of anticipation for a lot of people.
Yeah, why do you think they've been delaying Half-Life 3 or just not releasing any information about it at all?
I don't know, but it's really pissing me off.
What do you think, Charlie?
Well, my thoughts on Half-Life 3 being delayed, but let me put this lightly. Release the goddamn game already. At least give a timetable or something.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's not even about the game. I don't care about... I mean, obviously, I'm excited for the game. They could take another year or two to release it. Just say something, anything. I don't care. Just say you're working on it. That's all I need to hear.
Oh, I think
That's the sign.
I'll speculate that the reason they're actually doing this is really for advertisement reasons. Why? Because the moment that they actually announce it and they make a big deal about it, everyone's going to talk about it. It's going to be something. They're going to get more advertising than
honestly
would.
I mean, you might be right, but I think it's bullshit because if you just say something now, you're still gonna get a shit ton of press about it, and you're not gonna piss as many people off. Because obviously, I'm still gonna be real excited for Half-Life 3. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna play it. I'm most likely gonna enjoy it, hopefully. But
I haven't not enjoyed a Valve game, so.
Yeah, I mean, they make quality games, but just say something because it's really turning a lot of people off to the idea of Half-Life 3. I mean, I'm going to get it. Like I said, I'm still going to get it, but I'm just not as excited as I was maybe like 1 or 2 years ago even.
Yeah, but...
I've been waiting 6 years on the cliffhanger, so I really want to see Half-Life 3 come out now.
Yeah, I mean, people could say Halo 2 or something like that ended on a huge cliffhanger, but at least we knew from the moment it ended they were making Halo 3.
There may be an explanation for other than the advertisement reason. I saw an article, I think it was like last year, saying that Valve wasn't going to make any more purely single-player games. It's going to be either co-op or bust. Probably because of the success of Portal 2, and they're probably already going that route with Portal 2. They probably made that co-op mode just to kind of bridge the newer Valve games into that co-op feel and the idea behind it. And I mean,
it could work with Half-Life.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that's what they're trying to do. I think they had some of it designed, and then they had to go back and redesign some things from the ground up. Not the story, of course. They have the story probably long written. It's been 6 years for the love of God. But when it comes in terms of new engine, because I'm assuming they're going to release a new engine, they're not going to waste their efforts on an old engine.
Yeah.
And they also got to make sure the quality of the game is going to be up, which means, again, making sure the engine works right, and making sure the story is good, and making sure co-op actually works well with it. So if they had any gameplay already designed, they're going to have to go back and completely redesign it to make sure it works.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but just say something is all I'm asking.
I don't understand the purpose for the media blackout. The only option I can give is that they want to get more advertising out of it.
Well, Half-Life is definitely has to be a tricky game to make because you want to make sure that it will have the Half-Life feeling towards it and still adapt to a modern shooter without copying Call of Duty. Like, I tried to get my cousins, who I've said to you in the past, who are huge Call of Duty fans. I tried to get them to play Half-Life 2. They just didn't enjoy it because they said stuff like the graphics were bad, which that game's older than Call of Duty, really, the Modern Warfare series. So
Yeah.
they said the graphics are bad and it's not realistic, and not that Call of Duty's realistic, but
Yeah, who would say Call of
just
Duty's realistic? If you want a realistic game, play Arma 2. Or actually, just play Arma 3, because it's the
play
newest one
Day of
coming out.
Defeat.
Yeah, Day of Defeat. That's a good
Another
Valve.
Valve game.
When it comes to Day of Defeat, you have to not only control the recoil, it's also the fact that your health doesn't regenerate. Because if you get shot, you're wounded, you're not going to heal. Like, I think there's a way to heal your teammates, but I haven't seen anyone come to heal me, so I'm not even certain if you can heal in that game.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played the game, so I have a little bit of rust when it comes to my memory of it. I don't exactly remember how the game plays out.
So,
I honestly played it for 10 minutes. I couldn't tell you. My Valve game of choice right now, I mean, obviously, I'm not getting my Half-Life fix.
Yeah.
My Valve game of choice has got to be Team Fortress 2. I mean, and that's the thing, the contrast between the two games. Team Fortress 2 has been out, I believe like 6 years since the Orange Box came out and everything like that. So, I mean, the same amount of time has been since the last Half-Life game, yet Team Fortress 2 has gotten, obviously not this much, but it seems like hundreds upon hundreds of updates and everything like that. They have all their attention on Team Fortress 2, which is great because Team Fortress 2 is a great game with a great community. But if you're focusing all these updates, all this news on TF2, just throw me a bone about Half-Life.
I do know that they used Team Fortress 2 to see what elements could work in a first-person shooter. So I think that when it comes to Half-Life, they're probably going to use like something they learned from people playing Team Fortress 2, but put a Half-Life feeling towards it. Like, that's my opinion.
I mean, that makes sense.
It almost seems like TF2 is sort of like a developmental video game where they put all these great ideas into it, throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks, to quote Cave Johnson.
Yeah, and I mean, the co-op idea that you proposed earlier, I don't know if they're going to go that way, but if they do, it would fit because obviously the second player would probably play as Alex.
Yes.
Alex is also a far better character than Gordon Freeman, and this is probably a discussion for another time, but I've never been a big Gordon Freeman guy.
Well, that's because he has no personality. I mean, he doesn't say anything. You don't even see his face. And the personality is you.
Yeah, I know. Before anybody else says that you're supposed to put yourself in his shoes, that doesn't necessarily fly with me. I like Alex because she's a more developed character and she actually has, a character. Gordon Freeman's just a shell, really. It's a complicated situation because he has a face, like you know what he looks like. So I know I look nothing like Gordon Freeman. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up for debate, but so it doesn't necessarily work. But hopefully, I think it's also too late if you try to give him a personality in Half-Life 3 because he's gone all these games without saying anything. If you do it now in the next game, it's going to seem weird. So just keep going that way because people obviously like it.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously worked. But then again, back then they didn't have the storytelling plots.
Yeah, that's true.
The devices. I mean, look at back then, back in the original Half-Life time, which was like 1999, I think.
97.
97? God. Doom. That was a big game back then, and there was no really storyline to that at all. Other than
there was a storyline.
There was a story, but it was secondary.
It was and it was also in text.
Yeah. Either way, it was a secondary story to it all. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say much more else about Half-Life 3 because we don't know anything about Half-Life 3 right now, but this is just an opinion piece from what we've gathered. Half-Life 3 is most likely going to kick ass. It's just a matter of when they're going to...
It's going to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Well... yeah, speaking of Duke Nukem, considering how long it took Duke Nukem forever to come out, it would not surprise me to see if Half-Life breaks that record. Alright, well, that'll do it for today's episode. Just a little bit of news for our viewers, however many we have right now. It's only our second video, but we should be getting a recording device soon, so we could record a lot more gameplay from console and from PC. So be on the lookout for some more video recordings and hopefully Let's Plays. We also have a Twitch TV account right now. The link to it is in our info box. Well, it'll be in the description. It's also in our About section on our channel if you go to our channel. So if you want to see live streams of gameplay, we're usually running it every night. So check that out. If you like it, keep watching.
And hopefully we'll be able to get the live streams to work with the console, and we'll definitely have a live stream going every night.
Yeah.
Or almost every night. All right, normally on live stream, if you're going to watch it now, it's going to be something along the lines of Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, DayZ, or Battlefield 3. Those are about the few games I'll generally play on live stream. I'm trying to get Battlefield 3 to work with my live stream. It's going to take a little bit of work, but I think we can get it to work.
Yeah, and when we get the recorder in, we're going to have some Xbox gameplay too, probably
Lot
GTA 4.
GTA 4,
Halo.
WWE 13.
Definitely WWE 13 because it's a game we all play. You know, really anything. We have tons of games, so you're going to see a lot more action on that front.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Maybe. Debatable. All right, so with that being said, our buddy Charlie had a technical difficulties. He's not here right now. We had to kick him out because he was really bringing the video down.
Some slow-mo audio.
Yeah, I mean, we got some Marilyn Manson shit going on there. That's pretty messed up. But no, we had a little difficulty with his mic. Hopefully we get that fixed for the next time. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, rate. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr.
Watch our Twitch.
Watch Twitch. Just fucking send me emails how much you love me. You know,
Love me!
I might respond to it with a naked picture. Maybe not. Depends if I like you or not. With that being said, hope everybody has a great day. Have a great week. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.